Okay, let's look at the homework 2.1 number 5. Again, we need to use the limit definition to find the derivative. Right, so let's do that. Right, so we want to find f prime of x. And again, so the definition is limit as delta x, not s, x approaches 0. Right, then you have f of x plus delta x minus f of x all over delta x, right? So that's just the definition. So let's do that. So I'm going to follow this. So we still have limit as delta x approaches 0, right? So we plug in, every time we see x, we plug in x plus delta x. So it's going to be 4 x plus delta x squared plus 3 times x plus delta x, right? So that's f of x plus delta x. And you have a minus sign here, so you have to subtract. Then you have to subtract the whole f of x function. So it's going to be just 4x squared plus 3x. Then you have to divide by delta x. Alright, then we just have to kind of multiply out and cancel out as many terms as possible. So you have a limit as delta x approaches 0. So we still have to take the limit, but we'll do that later. Alright, so it's going to be, so if you multiply it out, let's see, I'm going to do this on the side here. Right, so quantity x plus delta x squared is x squared plus 2 times x times delta x plus delta x squared, right? So since there is 4 here, so I have to distribute 4 to each term. So you're going to get 4x squared plus 8 x times delta x and plus 4 delta x squared. All right. So then here, next term is 3 times x plus delta x. So it's a 3x plus 3 times delta x. All right. Then I'm going to distribute this negative sign to these two terms. You're going to get the minus 4x squared minus 3x, right? Then you have a delta x on the bottom. All right, then we can cancel. There's 4x squared right there and the minus 4x squared. Cancel those out. And there's 3x there and there's minus 3x cancel out. All right, then you have 3 terms left over, and you will notice that all 3 terms on top has delta x in it. So I'm going to factor out delta x first. So you have 8x delta x. If you factor out delta x, so you're going to have 8x left. All right. Second term is 4 delta x squared. So if you take out one of the delta x, you're going to have plus 4 delta x. So if I can write it at plus 4 delta x. All right. And the third term is 3 delta x. So you're just going to have 3 because delta x is factored out. All right. Then you have still delta x on the bottom. All right. Common factor on top and bottom, so delta x and delta x cancel out. Then we can send delta x to 0. So you can see that this delta x approaches 0. So 4 times delta x is going to be actually approaches 0. So it goes away. So what's left is 8x plus 3, right? So the f prime of x is 8x plus 3. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.